My name's Mike Steidley. I'm a 12-time U.S. national champion and a 16-time regional champion, and I've spent the last 20 years or so traveling the globe as a professional mountain biker and filmmaker. Mountain bike trials started with riders riding very hard sections of trail, and then as the bikes evolved, the equipment got better to allow the riders to jump and hop and navigate from obstacle to obstacle. A trials competition is scored almost like a game of mini golf. You'll go through and ride the course and try to jump and hop your way through, and every time you put your foot down, you're given a point. If you go out of bounds or over the time limit, you'll get the maximum penalty of 5 points. At the end of the day, the rider with the lowest score is declared the winner. A trials bike is pretty different from a regular bike in that it has a really low profile frame with a lack of a seat. That way you can jump the bike up high into your body. The brakes are super powerful and basically work like a light switch. When you pull the lever, they're either on or off, so you know that when the wheel is flying through the air, if you grab the brake lever, that the wheel is not going to go anywhere. The bikes have really soft, squishy tires running about 22 psi in the rear and 28 psi up front. Typically they have titanium bolts and an aluminum frame, most competition bikes coming in around 17 pounds. Trials bikes have a single speed and generally no gears, and that way they keep the bikes really light. So I grew up in a little shoreline town and was always goofing around on my bike as any kid would do. The local bike shop, there were some good rocks behind, and we would always goof around after school and kind of jump up and down on them and practice our tricks. There was a flyer inside for a competition that was local, and I ended up going and actually won the beginner category, and I got $20 cash. So at 14 years old, $20 was pretty sizable. So I was super pumped, brought all my friends around to ice cream and kind of kept with it. Fast forward to the end of high school, and I got invited to represent the U.S. team over in Japan at the World Championships because I'd won the Junior National Championships. So when I was younger, I was all about competing and just trying to get to as many events as possible. And then as I moved out of college, I really got into doing stunt shows. And it's a really great way for me to bring all the elements that you might see out here into the woods to people who otherwise might not have access for it. So for me, it's a great opportunity to kind of get out there, bring some of these cool tricks that I've spent, hours and hours either deep in the woods or out on the shoreline riding my bike, and show people who are either new to the sport or enthusiasts, and get to put on a really cool show for them. So that opportunity has led me to kind of traveling the globe, and kind of helps keep me going as I'm getting further in my career. Just I'll go to a show and I'll meet people who are just so psyched to see the riding and see their smiles on their face, get a high five after the show, and it's something that really kind of boosts me up and kind of keeps me day in and day out pushing forward and trying to achieve new things. Having a job title professional mountain biker is something that's really cool to say, but for me, take away all the contests and all the shows and all the travel, and at the end of the day, it's really just about me having a love of two wheels and getting out and riding my bike.
My routine when it comes to riding is basically I'm riding anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a day, about 5 times a week. Working out is definitely a big part of it. I'm in the gym constantly. At some parts through the year, especially preseason, I'll have a personal trainer, and other than that, it's just been about 10,000 hours of practice on the bike and just really kind of honing in my craft, and I've been working at it my whole life to get to the level I'm at today. So I ended up going to school for business marketing to basically learn how to do sports marketing to market myself, and then just kept on practicing, and then that's got me to where I am today as a 12-time national champion, full-time mountain biker, and action sports filmmaker. So I'm definitely really blessed to be in a position to travel as much as I do to these shows and different locations that I get to go and compete in. And with social media and all the new technologies and camera developments, it's really gotten me interested in filmmaking, and it's just another further medium for me to share what I'm doing with fans or people who might be interested in the sport. So for me, it's great to go to some of these locations, remotely, and fly drones and bring cameras and GoPros and all these cool film tools to develop content and make an edit and just share that experience, with other people. After creating a little bit of content for Epic TV and making a lot of videos for my sponsors, some of those sponsors have now turned into clients and have actually turned filmmaking into a part-time business for me, just making product videos or doing mountain bike edits. And it's great because I can give more and offer more to my sponsors, but then also be able to be in a position to learn new filmmaking techniques, try things out, and then ultimately bring that back to my own filmmaking to just help me make cooler deliverables and videos for my sponsors and for my fans and people who might want to just see what I'm up to. It's been an absolute amazing journey, and I've never thought that I would be able to go this far, and part of me just wants to keep riding my bike forever, and filmmaking will be a great thing that I can do after riding, but I really don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon.